Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're staying safe and healthy at home. And that's where I'm at. I'm at home here. I'm home in my basement, and we're actually going to go through a training video today, a workout video that you can do with very little equipment at all. Now, I happen to be sitting on a bench that goes way back to my high school years. I had to dust it off. I haven't used it really for any workouts, probably for at least 10 years. But this happens to be in the location that I'm filming the video, so I'm using it as a prop just to sit on more than anything. Because today's video, you're not going to really need much equipment at all to do this workout. Mostly your body work, your body weight rather, is what you're going to need, or a band. Okay, a band is a great tool to have. If you don't have a band, you can get one online. It'll be delivered to your house within a few days. The whole point here, guys, is to think outside the box, because this is a time where we've been forced into an environment where we've had to think outside the box. We've had to improvise. We've had to change our lives. Okay, not by choice, but because we've been forced into it. And we've kind of had to encounter the same thing with our workouts. All the public gyms are closed, and so here we are in our basement. But we can still have a great workout and get prepared to go back to our regular workouts once those gyms open back up. So let's start off with some ab exercises. We're going to do 3 ab exercises. These are pretty simple, but they're going to be very, very effective. We're going to start off with these circles that you're going to do with your legs, and you're going to be hitting the lower abs. Now understand that I am raising my tailbone off the ground just a little bit to make sure that I activate those lower abs. I'm doing about 15 repetitions. I do 15 repetitions one way, then take a 10-second break, do 15 repetitions the other way. This will get your abs fired up, and we move right on into the next movement, and that's going to be a side crunch hitting the obliques. Okay, very important that you guys do that, both sides, of course. And then you're going to want to do a top to bottom movement to hit the upper abs, and that's going to be done just through a standard crunch. Now, the crunch doesn't need to be all the way up to your knees, but you do want to make sure you clear your shoulder blades completely off the ground. As you see here, make sure that you do a full contraction, hold it 1 to 2 seconds to the top. Again, you want to work 15 to 20 rep ranges. Do a couple rounds of these. That will get your abs lit up. It will hit your abs and keep your core section looking good. Make sure you're following proper nutrition if you want those abs to show. Okay, so now we're going to break out a band. And this band, again, like I said, you can utilize these if you have one. If you don't, you can order one online. It'll be here in a few days, and then you can put it into practice. So I'm going to start off with some back work. Okay, so I have this band anchored to the ceiling, and I'm doing basically a row. I'm activating the lats. If you keep your elbow in tighter to your side, you're activating more lats. Let that elbow drift out a little bit more. Now you're shifting a little bit more rear delt, a little bit more of the upper back, and not quite as much of the lats. So it's highly versatile. Okay, then you can turn around. Of course, you want to hit chest. You do the chest press down here. You're going to do both sides. Now I want to make sure you guys understand. I'm only demonstrating one side. I did have a procedure done here a couple weeks ago on my right shoulder, so I'm taking it easy on that right shoulder, and I'm not activating it very much at all with any of these, certainly with any of the exercises that I'm doing here. So all will be demonstrated by me on the left side, but you guys want to make sure you do both sides, of course. Okay, so back to the chest. Make sure that you adduct the arm across your body. Remember, that is a component of full chest activation, is bringing that arm across your body, across midline. Do both sides. All right, so let's move on into arms, okay? Let's go into biceps. Again, get your band. You're going to curl that band up. You're going to stand on one end of the band and just curl it up. And the more band that's underneath your foot, of course, the tighter the band's going to get, the more resistance you have, both sides. Then you're going to move on into a tricep pushdown. Now, again, I have the band anchored to the ceiling, much like I did for the chest exercise as well as the back exercise. And I'm just doing the tricep pushdown. These are all movements that you're familiar with doing at the gym, but you're just doing it at home. All right, so let's go on to let's do some lower body movements. We don't want to neglect the legs. So here, my favorite, the Bulgarian split squat. Now, here's an example of becoming creative. What I'm holding in my left hand is a bottle of bleach. Okay, now, for a lot of people, this wouldn't be enough. Then get something heavier. Get a bucket full of water, sand, it doesn't matter. You can have as much weight as you want. But the point is you got to get creative. Use items you have around your house. If you do that, you're going to do a great workout. Again, do both sides. Then we're going to do something a little bit interesting. Now, this was done, I demonstrated this on a concrete floor. Not bad. It's not the worst surface to do it on, but you want something really slick. Linoleum would be great. Hardwood floor would be fantastic. Also, even if you have a couple plates, you could probably even do this on carpeting. A couple plastic plates underneath your feet will cause a slick enough surface and slick enough resistance to be able to slide your legs back and forth. This is hitting the hamstrings and hitting the glutes. Notice I'm tilting the pelvis up toward the ceiling, maximally activating the glutes, okay? So I'm getting a great contraction in the glutes as well as the hamstrings. Remember, the hamstrings and glutes work together. They should work together if you want healthy hamstrings and you don't want any hamstring strains or pulls, okay? So guys, these are just a few exercises. I mean, I could have added a few more, but this kind of gets you started on thinking outside the box, because we've been forced into a situation where we've had to become creative. We haven't had a choice in the matter. You know, we've been forced in this situation. But the nice thing is that we're all in this together. We're all going through the same experiences. And I think if we utilize this time to become creative, start thinking outside the box, maybe we'll take this forward after all this is over, even after we don't have to be stuck in our basement training, stuck at home training. We can go back to our gym. This experience will open our minds up to what can be a lot more. So maybe something positive can come out of this. Hopefully it does. It is definitely for me, and hopefully it is for you. All right, you guys take care. Hope you guys are training hard as best you can at home. Stay active, stay healthy, keep washing your hands, keep doing all the things and the guidelines that everybody's telling you to do. And we'll make it through this, and we'll come out better on the other side. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care. See ya.